Is that whole 50 million thing, is that true, or is that another like internet type thing?
I mean, if they were giving him 45 for Charlo, you know what I mean? I'm with PBC too. You know, why do you think that they wanted to fight, give him Charlo first and then me next? You know, a lot of people, you see what Caleb Plant, if you see that, okay, people are going to get at me at this saying Caleb Plant's a bigger star than me, but, you know, he's a white fighter. No disrespect to anybody white, but once Mexican fans see two Mexicans going at it, you know, I'm Mexican Ecuadorian, he's Mexican, I'm 25-0, 23 knockouts, you know, Canelo's Canelo. You know what I mean? That means for an exciting fighter. I think Mexican fans, they love to gravitate, or Latino fans, I'm not going to say Mexican, but Latino fans, because I'm both, they like to gravitate towards that. You know, I have a lot of people that believe in me. There's a lot of people that believe in Canelo. And then once the fight builds up, you know, there's the little thing you like, oh, I don't know who's going to win. Some people think, you know, if some people pull for me, some people pull for Canelo. That's what makes it exciting. And, you know what I mean? I believe in myself. I believe in my skills. And with the next fight, you know, I'm going to look amazing. And then we'll go to, we'll advance from there. But I feel like me and Canelo would be a bigger fight than Canelo and Caleb Plant. How much did they sell?
I like 800,000, yeah.
I guarantee you me and Canelo will sell more. You know, it's just because it's facts. You know what I mean? I'm a bigger puncher than Caleb Plant. You know, Caleb Plant, he was a good fighter, but he doesn't have punching power. You know, I feel like, and that's what, you know, I feel like that's what the boxing world needs right now. Me and Canelo. It's going to be a great fight.
It just, 50 million to fight you, it sounds like how can you not say no to that, you know?
I can't tell you, bro. I'm not Canelo in his team, but, you know, I don't know. I'm talking about my, you know, I just want to stay in my lane. What I'm doing, I'm working, I'm doing whatever I'm got to do, and I'm trying to get to that next level.
With him, maybe we don't know what's going to happen yet. You know, maybe does it look like it's that ship sailed, or is there still kind of like, you know, maybe like a last minute, like, oh no, Canelo's going to decide that he's going to go with Charlo and you? I
mean, to be honest, I know as much as you. You probably know more than me, because I really don't. I don't even like getting on the internet and looking at stuff no more, because, you know, I just really like to mind my own business. But I feel like he's gonna go with Bivol and Golovkin. You know, I feel like this is probably a perfect time to make those fights happen for him. That's probably what they're thinking. You know, Bivol, you know, he's another champion at 175. So I feel like that's probably what he wants to do. You know, I feel like he wants to probably go up there, get another title, then fight Golovkin, and then maybe after that, you know, we'll get our shot.
Do you think Bevol is a trickier fight than a Charlo would be for Canelo?
I think he's a stronger fighter. He's a heavier puncher. I sparred Bivol. He's a good fighter. Right. Yeah. Excuse me. He's a good fighter. You know, he's really heavy hands. But I feel like with Canelo, you know, he'd probably time him. I mean, when I sparred him, you know, I kind of caught his timing down, and, you know, everything. I'm not going to talk about the sparring, but it was a good sparring. So I feel like Canelo will kind of do the same. So. But he has to be careful for that right hand. You know, Bivol has a great right hand. He's probably one of the strongest right hands I've ever felt. And then and he's smart too. He's a smart fighter. He goes in, he goes out, he uses a ring. Yeah, it's a dangerous fight. It's a dangerous fight either way. Either way, I feel like he has more strength than Charlo, so it's a dangerous fight.
His timing's really weird, like his movement and like the rhythm and like it's like an offbeat where he throws his punches.
Yeah, but once you catch his timing, you catch his timing. So I'm sure he wouldn't have a problem with that. But I think the first couple of rounds will be tricky.
With Gennady, I don't know. Like, part of me is like they have two fights that could have gone either way. That, you know, the first fight he feels he won, but majority of people feel that Golovkin won. The second fight, people say draw or Canelo won. But he's also older, so it's like I'm like torn between the two as like, oh, is it going to be really competitive as it would have been maybe 2 years, 3 years ago?
Well, like you think stuff like that, but you know sometimes these old fighters, they need that fight to get to, you know, to really light that spark back. And we see Bernard Hopkins at 40, everybody said he was done. He didn't win until he was 50. You know, you see Pacquiao versus Marquez 3, that one didn't look good, and then the fourth one came out, and it was fucking one of the best fights I've ever seen in my life. And, you know, the older fighter, Marquez, came back. You know, a lot of people didn't think he was going to win, and he came back and knocked Pacquiao. You know what I mean? So you can never count a fighter out, especially a fighter who's been knocking all his opponents out. I mean, yes, he's been really inactive, and he hasn't really looked the same, but the power still looks the same. You know, so I think he just needs that spark back in there. So, and I don't think if he knew he was going to lose or he had any chance of losing, I don't think he would have took the fight. But Golovkin is Golovkin. At the end of the day, I still think he's one of the best fighters.
I know you sparred against Gennady as a teenager. Do you think you guys will ever Meet up in the ring, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, but if we ever did, that would be a dream, and it would be a dream come true, and I would have no problem taking that fight. But it's a hard fight. You know, I love Gennady. He's a great person. He's a great person. You know, he's been one of the best people in boxing I've met. You know, he shows a lot of love, and you know, I feel like that's why I am the way I am, because he showed a lot of love to me, and he taught me a lot of stuff. So I feel like as a person, that's the type of champion I want to be. You know, like the one he showed me. So I have a lot of respect for that guy.
I would imagine then that when he fights, like you really do like pull for him and everything.
I've always pulled for Golovkin, always.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and make sure to subscribe for more videos of your favorite fighters over here on Fight Up TV, and give us a follow online as well at Fight Up TV on Twitter and on Instagram. We appreciate it, guys.